welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go through a little bit about laser hair removal. I'm at CRISADORE in CATFORD, which is a beauty clinic, and they specialise in laser hair removal. So today I'm going to go through sort of the process, like a consultation that they might have with you guys if you were to book in here, and just answer any questions that you might have about laser hair removal. So firstly, let's talk about how a laser, hair removal system sort of works. Now, what it is, it's a strong beam of light. Now, what that light does is when you're applying it towards the hair, it gets absorbed. So the more melanin or the more pigment you have in your hair, the more energy from this laser will be absorbed. And the energy will travel down the root. It turns it into heat energy, so it converts the light into heat energy to dissipate. And now what that heat does is it kills off the cells in that area, causes it damage, and in turn stops the blood supply at the root, which prevents regrowth. And ND-Yag laser is suitable on all skin types, so it can work through every single skin scale in the Fitzpatrick. So from your very white, fair Caucasian skin, to your olive tones, to your browns, to your blacks. It's more about the hair colour. So if you do have red hair colour, or if you have very greys, blondes, the laser, unfortunately, not just Yag, but any laser in the world, will not work on your hairs because there's no pigment or melanin to be absorbed by any sort of light. So if I show you a little diagram here, so we can see you might have had like IPL treatments, so that penetration will only go down so far. And then you also have like a diode machine out there, and this is our ND-Yag machine. So the laser beam is actually going to the root and going to kill any sort of blood circulation, like deplete the cells there to reduce or kill the hair follicle so that your hair doesn't grow back. So which parts of your body can you have the laser hair removal? Practically anywhere. So we get people coming in asking for all sorts, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, you can do your face, ears, jaws, chins, just your unibrow section, back, shoulders, neck, beard line, Hollywood, legs, just the toes, just your fingertips. I mean, it can be catered to each client's needs, which is why we do this whole consultation process, so that we can, get the results that we need, give you a price which is suited to what your requirements are. Now, how many treatments are needed? So typically you would need around 6 to 8 treatments every month, yeah? So every 4 weeks you would have to have your sessions, and you need to keep this on a regular cycle. Now we say this because your hair growth, it works in 3 different stages. So you have the anagen phase, you have the catagen phase, and you have the telogen phase. So anagen phase is where you are having constant regrowth, a lot of energy has been put into making those hairs grow. Then you have the resting phase, which is the catagen phase, and then your telogen phase is where you are having the shedding of the roots. Now, if you were to apply laser to those roots that were shedding, it wouldn't be absorbed enough because the root is, the hair follicle is already about to be released from the root. And the active growth phase is where there is a lot of, this boost of cells. There are, your body is naturally trying to make this hair root grow. So that's the best point to kind of, go in and zap that root. And like I touched on earlier, it is actually impossible to remove all of your hair growth for the rest of your life. I mean, naturally we go through different age, just natural phases such as stress, menopause, pregnancy, in certain medications may cause you to have like a relapse, may cause you to have a little bit of hair growth. But you can always come in for top-up sessions like in the future if you do need to, if you feel like you're having a little bit of a growth spur. But apart from that, you should be extremely happy with around 95% optimum results with the ND-Yag laser. So the first thing to do would be to come in for a consultation. Now at CRISADORE, this consultation is free, so you can just book in and speak to our therapists and they will answer any sort of questions for you, go through sort of your rough history, any sort of medications you may be on which could contraindicate the treatment, and you would also have a patch test done here. So this patch test is actually really important because not only does it give us a safe guideline and a boundary so you can understand the feel of the laser machine, but it also helps us see how you react to your initial session, and so that we can apply the correct joules, the correct energy force to give you the best results. And then when you commence your treatments, it's important that you don't wax or do any sort of root epilation before your appointments. So you would only shave throughout those sessions. So you would do this a day before your treatment, and make sure you apply no creams, no oils, no lotions, nothing that would inhibit the laser from working appropriately, and also no fake tan as well. We also advise that you don't have any sun exposure whilst you are having your treatments done, as of course tanning will change your skin tone, and it obviously will not give you the optimum results. Now, during your treatment, your skin would be prepped clean, and you will be marked up with a marker certain sections of the areas that need to be worked on. Laser. Most people say the laser kind of feels like a little bit like a tattoo, but less painful, or similar to like the pinging of an elastic band. And again, it depends on your skin sensitivity level. Some people find it a little bit more. Some people feel like they're not feeling any pain at all. Now, post-treatment, the aftercare would be to avoid any sort of steam, any sort of like heat, sauna, just to ensure that the follicles have had a chance to rest and calm down. A little bit of redness is quite normal, where obviously there is the heat element of the laser working, so you will find a little bit of erythema, a little bit of redness, completely normal. It should go down within 24 hours. And again, we avoid you to put on any sort of lotions, any creams for the next 24 hours, unless we are specifically giving you some aloe vera or telling you to apply some aloe vera, which is a natural cooling agent. However, our machine, it uses cold air and the laser beam itself. So we will constantly be cooling the area that we are working on to reduce the discomfort that you may feel from the laser.